Can you see this? This is Hunt's special timer. No, I'm joking. Let's do 15. Okay, how's this matchup? How's this matchup, Hunt? What are you thinking? You're playing with Scooter, nice. What are you thinking? Early lane. How deep does the plan go? Let me hear. I think Ari wins early, but I can match push if I penetrate, and on Dirk I win. I think I should ward Raptor level 1. Nice. That's a good plan. Good plan, because Viego usually would do 3 camp, right? On bots or on top side with reds, or red, blue, or red grump blue. Or red raptor blue, sorry. So, or red raptor grump. So you should spot him, basically, is what I'm saying. Okay, where is my ward? Okay, you're in voice with him, right? So he's warding. And you also get push because you're first in lane. Nice, good job, Hunt. I wasn't in voice, okay, but he warded for you, so you should reward it. I mean, you're also keeping good distance, and you're matching Asus, so you're doing good so far. You haven't done anything wrong. And you will also get first push because of what happened in the start of the lane. Good Q, like you missed the Q, but it's a good Q. But what you should do though with the Q, I mean it's a minor thing, right? But you should try to aim it here, like basically with Ezreal Q, right? If you play Ezreal, you have, think of yourself as like an Ezreal in this case. You have your stacks. If you miss her, you still hit the minion. And by hitting the minion, you get push, right? So basically, try to aim at the minion. Does that make sense? Because if you hit her, you also hit the minion, and that gives you better push, right? But if you don't hit her, you hit the minion, and that's still a win. So it's a win-win situation. And you get to, like, nice, this is really good. Like, you're keeping good distance. You're spacing her well, and you get EQ. And this is one of the EQs where, like what we just talked about is applied, right? Like, you maybe don't think about it, and that's fine. It should just be something that subconsciously gets there eventually. Like, you hit, and even if you don't hit her, you still hit the last minion, which will then hit the last two, right? So that was really good. Manhunt, I never thought I would be giving you compliments while watching your VOD. You did improve. You remember when I started coaching you and you didn't know how to crash 3 waves? Alhamdulillah. Things have changed. Soon. Soon, Sky. Good ward. Maybe go a bit deeper with the ward. Like, I mean, I'll try to post it. If you keep playing like this, I will keep watching the VOD, by the way, because this is nice. This is good. Like, go a bit deeper, like here-ish, because you have the time. You don't have to place it there. And also you're playing against Nocturne, so he will show himself on Scuttle. I'm gonna put all the VODs on Patreon, yeah. One thing to note though, Hunt, is that by leaving lane you're giving her space to hit the minions, right? And you're giving her space to deep push you. So if you had another champ that could like still keep up the push, it would be fine. But with Jace, I would prefer that you don't go ward here, because like what is Nocturne gonna do? Nocturne is gonna come level 3 and he's gonna oink in your lane, right? He's not gonna do anything. So your ward essentially doesn't do anything. I would rather you just get the push on 3. I mean, good EQ, but it could obviously still, like, the reason why this EQ is good is because she's putting herself in a choke, right? Like, she cannot leave this way, she can only go this way, this way, this way, this way, right? So you basically guarantee the hit if you just aim it here. But there's no minions that she has to last it. So it's just like something to point out, but it's not major, it's just something to make you think. I know you do not like to think so much. I mean, here again, minor thing, but why not? We might as well optimize while we're watching. You're lining yourself up for her to get the Q and hit you at the same time. Same way that, exactly the same concept as with the you hitting the QE on her, right? If you stand here, she has to choose between you and the minions. So it's just like minor things that make you think, but they are just like, what's it called? Small optimizations, right? Like you will not be able to think about the stuff all the time, but just subconsciously trying to change it is a good enough approach in the beginning. I mean, so far you're winning. Nice EQ. Really nice stutter step. Holy fuck, Hunt. Things have changed for you. You're actually a human. I'm proud of you. I like what I see. Nice Q. Holy fuck, Hunt. You're actually playing really well. Like, good Q, W. Like, you're getting the push at the same time as you're taking a trade. And you hit her with the Q. Like, and you get the auto before the Q. That was really good. That was really, really, really good. Also here, like lingering, you know that Viego is here. Lingering, like adding pressure to Ari while also making Viego waste time, and you even have your Rumble in your pocket, right? Like, so good. I mean, these 3 minutes and 50 have been very, very, very solid. So I will keep watching. Like, I will end on this, what? I don't know when I will stop, but I will stop once I feel it's the level dropped. Ah, Shibal. Shibal cannon. It's okay. Hunt, you're doing good. Really, really, really good so far. Now, I mean, that's the first sequence of the lane, right? What do you need to do now? I think here you don't go tier, just go Dirk straight up, because you can tear her a new, okay? So I would say in this situation you go Dirk and just completely destroy the lane. But if you don't get like the perfect base, I would just say you go longsword tier, right? And that's fine. But if you got the base, you go for it. Okay, next plan of the matchup. Well, you don't need to base, or TP. That's just a waste of TP, right? So good job. Now, please, just freeze the 1 minion. You don't want to lose too much HP. This is also good enough. This is fine. This is completely fine. I mean, this is a bit of a like a happy EQ, because even if you don't hit her, you only hit the 1 minion, right? So wait for them to stack up. You don't even need to get pushed in this situation. Like, you don't gain anything from having push, so no reason to EQ unless you feel it's like guaranteed hit. Because your Rumble is in base, right? And he doesn't need you to have push. Here, same thing, don't EQ. There's no reason. It's obvious that she's just being annoying, right? Same thing you were doing to her. Just hold it, and if she steps up in the minions, you can go for it. This pink ward sucks. The reason why this pink ward sucks is because the wave is even right now, so you're not gaining anything from it. I believe she doesn't have flash, right? And Viego doesn't have flash, so they can realistically gank you on this next wave. I would just say in this situation, just pop a normal ward in the same spot and hug this side, get the push, and then go for your pink ward placement after. And you can also take like suboptimal trades. I would say you just push the one cannon wave and take your base, but ideally you get a bit better trades. Like you just go fighter way harder because you have TP, you TP back, and she is fucked. Because this is not like the best trade, right? Like you're TPing back off fresh base, you get your Dirk, great, but she isn't low and doesn't have to base. She will probably still base, and then you will just have push for one wave, but just something to consider. Nice. Now you freeze because you have nothing. You could. Nah, this is fine. This is fine. But this is so grief. I think you're griefing. You should not leave here. Just let Rakan do his thing. You can go fog of war for like 1 second to force them off. But fuck this Drake, man. Fuck this Drake. If you freeze, she loses one wave, and this Drake, like, what the fuck? Who cares? It's a Cloud Drake. Rumble will not be able to participate anyways. And you queue the minion here, like, don't do that. Just play for your lane, man. You don't have flash as well, so having a freeze is just like, it's so goated. 610, play for lane. Like, she has to base. So she will ultimately lose like one wave, right? And you will gain one wave. You can even freeze it like quite high up in lane. Like, don't hit this fucking Drake, man. Fuck this Drake. Okay, thank God the honey fruit is there, but like you're losing a lot of HP for a Cloud Drake, and you will die in the next minute. I can foresee it. He will ult on you and you will die. Okay, never mind, he's boosted. But that losing that HP actually puts you like in kill range. Here, you hold 1 minion. 720, hold 1 minion. Sometimes death can be okay, right? But for you, if you die here, it's so bad. You will lose like a lot. You don't have TP to get back in lane, right? So just hold the 1 minion and then slow push this wave with next wave. crash and you're smiling. Because, yeah, I mean, she's just pushing. You're not getting punished at all. But just like there is zero reason not to hold this 1 minion. It gives you a better spot to punish her. It puts you in a safer spot, even though she just ulted and everyone is playing like shit. But just again, something to consider. You don't want to win because the enemy player is bad. You want to win because you are just better. Here you don't need to hold the 1 minion, like the wave is too far away. You can hold it because it doesn't do damage, but it's fine not to. Does that make sense? Like here, if you hold this 1 minion, same concept. And the wave is like quite far away, but it doesn't really do damage to you, so you can consider it. It's fine not to do it, but it's also fine to do it. Does he have? Never mind. Then you could have killed if you did. She just used her Q. You could try to jump on her here for sure. She doesn't have damage if she loses Q. Yeah, now you just push them base, and it's still good. Even give. Oh my god, what's happening? Ah, that's sad. I would say here again, you don't really have a plan with your base. Maybe you do, but pay attention to the plates. You just hit it one time, you start basing in front of tower, and you get the plate gold. And you get the, like, just hit one time. You hit one time, stand here, base, get played, and you get the base off, because no one can stop you. And it doesn't matter if they know that you're basing, because you're getting Herald. Once Herald is dead, they can know that you base. That doesn't matter. Because now you're wasting like 10 seconds walking back, or not 10 seconds, 7 seconds walking back and forth. I'm putting timers for you. I wouldn't do that, but I think it's good for you. Generally wouldn't put timers because it's like pointless, but for you it's good. Because you can start slowly min-maxing, and you should have based. You not basing here is so boosted because you have a shit ton of gold, you don't have TP. And you don't want to stay until you have TP. It's a long time to not play the game. Does that make sense? Because whilst not having the base, you are not playing the game. Yeah. That's crazy. I mean, now I'm just nitpicking, right? But just one hit here and then Q, the last part. But you must base, you fucking griefer. Ah, but you are such a pig. Like, you are so greedy, man. You have 2 fucking K. Base, you greedy pig. Okay, I will stop. But seriously, like, this is something you've had since this, like, day one of me coaching you. It's been a long time, but these greedy tendencies, you need to start noticing them. And you need to start fixing them, because you cannot do this. This means you cannot play the game until you have TP up, right? You're going in even wave. It's not even like coming into you or anything. If it's coming into you, fair. Like, you could argue that, hey, I just stay here for a bit, start my base, If Ari shows, I will stay and collect the next wave because the next one is cannon. But you're fucking stepping up to even wave, like you're griefing. If you don't do this, I think game is GG. I actually think game is GG if you don't do this. Yeah, it was cannon. See guys, this is why I have all the timers memorized in my head. I know this is cannon. And if you based on that wave, after she pushed it in, you would not lose a single minion. This is actually like game losing, so you should really pay attention to this. It's Danish, don't worry. He knows. He knows. Alright. Are you dying on repeat now? Sheeple. You take the plate, you see Alistar moving. You want to kill Alistar or... Because obviously you don't have flash anymore, right? So you cannot be too aggressive. You're immobile champ with no flash into engage comp to some degree. So yeah, not good. And you are losing the game for your team. Okay, one more int. No, I'm joking. This was okay, like, it's not like you are actively inting, like you just think it's a good situation, it's not a good situation. You don't like factor in the fact that you don't have flash, so it's an okay def. I mean, now you should just push and move, push and move, push and move, push and move, push and push and... Like, don't let them leave, right? For free. Like, there should not be 3 people in Rumble jungle without Rumble no. But you should just push and move, push and move. Like, don't take stupid fights. But yeah, you are 1 fucking level behind now because of this shit. Like, if you don't do the first mistake, the second mistake does not happen, for sure. So it's just a chain reaction. Like, you don't get to stop it before it becomes a problem. And now they are ahead, and you're 1 level behind. After having played a really, really, really like top tier, world class laning phase in the first 5 minutes. Like, it was actually world class. It's just like, obviously there were the minor things, right? Like with the Q and the lining up for her Q. Like, that is something that even the best players do, so that's alright. But yeah, good. Let's stop it there. But this was very good, Hunt. Very good.